like actively watching like the SSLs, like the superstar leagues and stuff like that, you know. And I'm not quite there. Maybe one day, maybe one day. For now, I'm satisfied with SEL, with StarCraft Evolution. Satisfied with that. I'm satiated. For now, though, here we go. We're jumping into our fresh best of 3 and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Leylines. We have the Danish Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Zerg player, the red Zerg, representing Talon Esports. It is Dark. And if you're in the chat, predictions. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat. Ooh. It's one of those things where like I've been asked before about casting other like games, like AoE comes to mind. Like when AoE 4 came out, there were some events that were starting, and I was approached for AoE 4, but like I don't feel comfortable like casting another game unless I'm like invested in the game, you know. Like that's, you know, we're here for StarCraft because we love StarCraft. Like, we love StarCraft, and I wouldn't feel comfortable casting another game if that wasn't the case, right? Not saying I wouldn't cast another game, but like I'd have to be in it. Same with Stormgate, right? That's another good example. Like a lot of Stormgate events occurred during the open beta or like the early access phase. A lot of tournaments and a lot of the other casters jumped on it, but like I didn't feel comfortable because I wasn't playing it. Like I would like Stormgate just didn't really capture me. But yeah, maybe one day, whether it's Stormgate, whether it's Brood War, whether it's, you know, Zero Space or Battle Ace. Like Battle Ace is the other one. Like Battle Aces didn't really catch me either. But you know, maybe eventually, maybe casting some other esports, maybe. I know there's a lot of hype around Zero Space, and I'm definitely interested in playing it. Definitely, it feels like a, what's the best way of putting it? It does feel like a little bit more of a complete game than Stormgate, Zero Space specifically. So it's like, like, you know, looks like it'd be a good time. Regardless, we're settling into our ZVP, and so far it's going to be a Stargate opener. Standard start here at a MaxPax Stargate opener from our Protoss player. Meanwhile, Dark going for a hatch gas spool force stick, the unnatural natural. Stormgate hasn't really captured anyone. Well, I'm referring to like all the casters, they all streamed it and they all casted like it in some way, right? Like there was a lot of open tournaments, and I wasn't really interested in even doing that, right? But no, maybe when it comes into full release, maybe. But now it's going to be a double Oracle opener here out of MaxPax. Opening up double Oracle. Dark pulling back, still just getting his third base. Again, forcing the unnatural natural, but it's still just saturating the bases. And it's going to be on Dark to keep up with the Oracle harass as the first Oracle moves in. Not just the Oracle, the Adepts as well. Okay. As two Adepts, they head towards the natural. Denying mining time. There's no drones, there's no saturation. So Dark not losing anything yet. So far as keeping up. Ooh, that is an earlier Roach Warren though. Okay, that was what, a 350 Roach Warren timing? Maybe 340? Early Roach Warren. First Queen under fire. Darky maintains himself. Likewise, second Oracle towards the natural, towards the third. Oh. And Dark not in position. Drones are going down. Adepts they shade in. And Dark is getting pulled apart. Oh, 6 drone kills. Ay, ay, ay. Dark, I mean, he was already going for an all-in, and now he's committed. Now he has to commit. Lings are amassing, Roaches are amassing, Queens are working across the map, and Dark, he's sending everything across the map. He's going all in. It's all or nothing for Dark. Back at home, MaxPax, he is somewhat aware. He scouts. He checks. No saturation. No drones at the natural. He should be aware we need shield batteries. Where are the shield batteries? We need shield batteries set up as quickly as possible. Dark is pushing in. Yeah, MaxPax, he hasn't confirmed. He's taking. Lings, they get us around. But the Oracles will zone them away. Oracles will zone back the Lings. Queens and Roaches waddling in. Dark, he does catch one of the Adepts. One Adept goes down. He gets two. He gets three. And he should break this third base. The Oracles are doing a lot here. Raining down on those Lings. Dark trying to pull back to the Queens. But the Queens are so slow. They're trying. And they will zone the Oracles away. With that, the third base should go down, but the third doesn't matter. It's all about the natural. All about that natural base. Shield batteries on the way. Queen taking a lot of hits. Oh. Queen taking a lot of damage. Gets one. One Queen goes down. Takes out an Oracle. Second Queen falls. But the wall has been broken. Lings, they flood on in. Files, they connect. They're getting on top of the shield batteries. Boys are being pulled. Shield battery does help out though. Does assist. Shield battery falls. And Dark, it looks like he's done it. He has broken the natural. Takes out every single Stalker. And now going for the probes. Or at least trying to. The Oracles, they do so much in the back line. They do so much from the air. Shaving off Lings. Dark, he's running out of steam. He killed the army, but what about the economy? He needs more. Does need more damage, and this is one of the strengths of Protoss now in the new patch. This is something that a lot of Zerg players have spoken about, how Ling-based all-ins or Ling-based reinforcing all-ins have been weakened because of the Oracle, because of the NG overcharge. Like Oracles, they do so well cleaning this up, but they're out of energy though. There we go, there's the overcharge. Lings keep flooding in. This is not enough damage though. Yeah, this is not enough. The power of the energy overcharge. Oracles, they shut the Lings down, and MaxPax holds. MaxPax, he holds, and now Dark is in a rough position. He has no lair behind this. I mean, the lair is still on the way. No Evo chambers, no further tech, no saturation. Dark is still droning, still down in workers. Did at least kill the third, but, oh god. So Oracles, they get across the map, they get a couple more drone kills. It's gonna be 3, 4... up to 5 more drones, 6 more drones, workers that Dark can't afford to lose. Oh my god. 8 more workers go down. And MaxPax, he's looking very comfortable. Looking very comfortable here. As he has defended, he's ahead. He has +1, working towards +2. Now, there is a chance for Dark. Dark's hope here, his one big chance is to hopefully have MaxPax be too greedy, right? MaxPax cut too many corners, tech up, and maybe saturate his third base, and miss some warp-ins. That's the hope here, but MaxPax is not missing any warp-ins. He's pushing out. Oh no. He's gonna be moving out. Stalkers, they engage, they shut down the Roaches. Yeah, Roaches are falling. GG gets called as Dark has nothing left, and MaxPax will take a lead in the series. GG. Does take a lead. And we'll see if MaxPax can close it out. Again, winding it back a little bit here, but in general, all-ins that rely on Ling reinforcements, so all-ins early on 2 bases, even some 3-base all-ins as well, are far weaker now because of the power of the NG overcharge, specifically the value that the Oracle brings. The Oracles, they already did well against Lings, but now with extra energy, you saw there that Lings, they didn't really do much. Once the Roaches and Queens went down, the Lings, they melted before all those Oracles, and they did not do enough damage, or as much damage as they otherwise would have in the previous patch. So Dark finding that out the hard way, and with that, MaxPax holds, defends, and now we're getting into game number 2. And we'll see what approach our players take this time as we're loading into El Dorado. Interesting. One of the more vetoed maps in the map pool, but not vetoed here in this best of 3. Curious. I'm curious what style our players are going to be investing into. Last time we casted MaxPax on this map, he rushed into Skytoss. Did rush into Skytoss. Ooh. Wardi didn't make it in. Oh, okay. Let's go. Can remake. And we will get our second game up and running. It's like we're all getting into game. We're all like, is everyone here? Okay, we're all here. We're good. We head on over, and then we have that Kevin moment. We're on the plane. We're like, hold on, we're casting the WardiTV Monday. Are we missing someone? Oh no, we have the Monday. Where's Wardi? So did have to remake. This time we get Wardi. We get him in. It's all good. Aye. Okay, we found him. Getting into game 2. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of El Dorado, we have the Danish Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Zerg player, the blue Zerg, representing Talent Esports. Down in the series, we'll see if he can bounce back. It is Dark. See, it's had time to nerf the Oracle. Kappa. I would look at it the other way, where it's like, well, I mean, for better or for worse, maybe even for better actually, certain all-ins now are less viable, very much so less viable now at this level of play, and you know, they should be avoided. they should just be strictly avoided now. They are far less potent than they used to be, and that isn't necessarily a bad thing. So we can now settle in. I mean, it does mean that now there's a little bit less variety when it comes to early game aggression in ZVP, which does hurt players like Dark, I will say, because Dark is all about aggression and all about being in your face. Oh, we have to play more standard now. No, not like this. As the MaxPax will be expanding. Gate expand here out of MaxPax. Dark going hatch gas pool. And we'll see where this takes us. So Oracle will dip in. I think Battle Aces looks like a lot of fun, but I think it has a short lifespan for a few reasons. I feel like Battle Aces has a lot of potential to be a pretty big game, actually, right? It's like it's a really interesting concept, right? It kind of captures, it's like a nice in between like a MOBA and an RTS. I think people were talking about this, but you could argue that Battle Aces can even be like its own genre, right? Like it's because of how many like features it takes from both aspects of both genres, right? Of RTS and of MOBAs. It's like its own thing. Which is cool. It's not necessarily what I want out of a game, but cool nonetheless. I can respect that. Has its own vision, which is always a good thing. As MaxPax will actually change things up here, going for a Void Ray Opener. Now, the last time we casted MaxPax on this map, he went Void Ray Opener into Fleet Beacon into Tempest. MaxPax did go for a Tempest Rush on El Dorado. Again, it makes sense because the short rush distance by ground, especially if the Zerg player doesn't expand towards the south. As we can see, Dark expanding towards the north instead, which means this entire area is going to be kind of a safe space, a safe zone here for the Tempest, if we were to rush in that direction. We'll see. Just because it happened last time doesn't mean that we're going to see it again. But the Void Ray Opener is the first step. As Void Ray does hunt down the Overlords, will keep Dark in the dark as to what's going on. MaxPax is going to be expanding, going for the third. Oracle follow-up. And we'll see whether he throws down a Fleet Beacon, a Stargate, or a Twilight Council and a Forge. Keep an eye on MaxPax. Void Ray moves out. Rotating over. Did get eyes on the expansion. Oracle towards the main. Dark is going for an earlier lair. That's a 4:13 lair timing. Interesting. Now, with an early lair like this, we could see Dark try to rush into Hydras, or even rush into a Spire. Oh, was the Oracle takes a lot of hits, takes a lot of damage. And MaxPax does overextend. We have the take of choice, not Fleeping, and it's going to be Twilight Council and Forge. Standard follow-up here from MaxPax is setting up towards +1 and Blink. Meanwhile, the fast lair, again, could signify a couple different things. This could be Ling Hydra, could be Ling Muta, it could be into something crazier like Nida Space Play. Lings are amassing. We'll see what tech gets thrown down. Stark does get eyes on the third. Queen's zoning back those Void Rays. Ling's moving out towards the third to apply pressure. And the lair just now finishes. Lair is done. What's it going to be? So far, only 3 gases. Something like a Nidus is still in play. We have the answer. Hydras. Okay, it's going to be a very fast Hydra den from Dark. We actually saw this out of a laser. If we did notice, we casted a laser earlier today. In his earlier matches against Trap. And did do a very similar build. Very similar. Queen trying to catch up. They save the 4th. Back at home, MaxPax is going to be taking into Faster Storm, into Temple Archives. Lings, they collapse in. Shield battery's not done. Not a bad trade here from Dark. Gets a Zealot, gets an Adept. We'll pull away. Do y'all cast any 2v2 games? We do cast 2v2 show matches. Every now and then there's like a World Team League 2v2 show match, or yeah, just in general, whenever there's like 2v2, or sometimes there's a World Team League 2v2 tournament. So whenever there's an event like that, sure, we cast it. Those events are rare though to begin with, so we never go out of our way to host our own. But it is something that we, do cast. MaxPax does move out. Making his way towards the main, going for his Archon drop. Storm has not yet been researched, so far just going Archon into charge lots. Interesting. Gets into the main base, gets a couple of drones. Yeah, Dark not quite ready for this. Yeah, workers are going down, Hydras as well. The Hydras get scouted, more importantly. And I believe Dark should be cutting workers soon. Dark, he's up to 63 drones, and he's making nothing but Ling Hydra. Yeah, so this is going to be a 3-base all-in out of Dark. This is very similar, if not the same build that we saw. Actually, very similar to a laser. If you remember, a laser was going Ling Bane Hydra. Here, Dark is going Ling Hydra Roach. As Roaches are reinforcing. Ooh, Stasis Trap goes off. But again, Dark is completely all-in here. He's committed. He's down in workers, down in economy. I like the goal base behind this, though. This does give Dark a little bit more longevity in this game. If he doesn't kill MaxPax, he can always transfer. MaxPax catching reinforcements. Ooh, picking up Hydras. Very nice moves here out of MaxPax. As he does catch those Hydras. Dark waddling in. Breaks the center expansion. MaxPax making sure the goal base does not saturate. But he has no Storm. Like, if he had Storm, easy hold, but Storm is not yet done. Uh-oh. MaxPax is in trouble. The Stasis goes off, buys time. Yeah, MaxPax, very nice force field, collapses on in. Takes down the Roaches, takes down the Hydra. Behind this, Archon's still just catching reinforcements. One Archon goes down. Lings are breaking into the natural. There's the recall. Ooh, recall just in time. Does recall over, but Dark, he's gaining ground. Oh my god, Storm is now done. Finally, here come the Storms, but is it too late? Dark, he should at least catch the 3rd base. Trying to buy time. Getting into the mineral line. Takes down 11 probes. Alas, we are still lacking those Storms. And the army being dragged out into the open. Nice concave here from Dark. Takes down the Zealots. Collapsing in. Takes down the Archon as well. Massive pickup. Oh my god, jeez. GG gets called as Dark, he breaks MaxPax, and Dark ties up the series 1-1. GG. GG, well played. Again, I love that MaxPax, he was able to scout, confirm the build, and try to slow down those reinforcements. Coming in from behind with that Archon drop was really well done. Unfortunately, though, as we saw, because of the build of choice from MaxPax rushing to those Archons, if you remember, MaxPax intentionally delayed Storm. He intentionally did delay Storm, and without Storm, he didn't really have anything here to really contest against the main army. There was some nice force fields, there were some nice stasis traps, but Storm only finished at the end, only finished towards the end. And by then, it was too little too late. He had lost too much, and Dark overwhelms. GG. GG, well played. We're going all the way to the ace match, all the way to game 3. And we'll see how this story ends. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. So we are getting into the ace match. It's going to be on Amygdala. Oh boy. And again, that was a really unique build from MaxPax as well. If you remember, he didn't just delay Storm, he delayed his Twilight Council upgrade. That was either Charge or Blink. Like, he did delay anything there in favor of the Archon drop. Not a build seen too often. Here we go, we're getting into the ace match. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Amygdala, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Storm Gaming, being forced into the ace match. Can he bring it back? It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing Talent Esports. It is Dark. Here we go. Now, game 1, we saw Dark go for essentially a 2-base all-in with Ling Roach Ravager, or with Ling Roach Queen, really. Game 2, we saw a 3-base all-in out of Dark. Here in the ace match, we have a hatch block. Let's go. Dark, he's coming in with a hatch block. He's quite fond of this opener. It is designed to try to throw a wrench in the works and really disrupt the build of choice from MaxPax, as the hatch block is coming in. Hatchery gets placed. MaxPax will have to pull the boys. Cell should be on the way. Actually, it chooses not to pull the boys. Okay. Interesting. That means that this hatchery is going to take a little bit longer to deal with. It's going to take far longer here. And Dark is going to be tempted to let it finish. We'll be tempted to let the hatchery complete here. Make use of the broodlings once it goes down. Back at home, Dark investing into his gases, into link speed, and expanding. There we go. Zealot is going to chip away. Again, I'm really curious to see if Dark does let it finish, because there's going to be quite a decent amount of HP left on it. But we do see MaxPax responding with a 2-gate follow-up. Okay. 2 gateways means 2 adepts. And that's going to be quite a lot of DPS available here too. MaxPax making more adepts behind this. Hatchery does finish. Lings are on the way. And MaxPax is moving out. And again, he's going to have 3 adepts here in total. Alongside that Zealot, Dark is going to be forced to make Lings. Lings are amassing. He has to survive. Going for the probe. Oh! Oh my god. Almost gets it. More Lings on the way. Dark slipping into the main. Adept trying to keep up. 1 Ling goes down. MaxPax, he gets across the map. We got some larva. You see the Lings are building up here for Dark. Link speed is on the way. And he might just follow this up with a Link Flood. It might just be a Link Flood follow-up here. Hatchery's positioning more larva. More Lings on the way. Oh, Lings move out. Almost getting us around. Dark focusing down the Adept. He will get it. Oh, just barely. Adept goes down. Oh, the Queen! 1 shot away. Get out of here. Queen falls to the probe. But Epsec race back home. Oracle has arrived. And remember, we spoke about this. We spoke about how now with the Oracle, these like Ling aggression is that much weaker. Notice how the energy overcharge. Adept goes down. Lings, they try to break through, but they are denied. Behind this Dark droning somewhat. He's making some workers. Gets a probe kill. There's the energy overcharge. And MaxPax, who will finally clean this up. He can finally expand and move out. Can now move out across the map. It's going to be a Twilight Council follow-up, I would imagine, into Glaive Adepts. And can Dark keep up? Again, that was also a big investment for Dark. Like, his economy is still lackluster. No third base. Oh. Nicely timed Queen. Oracle takes some hull damage. Let's get the hell out of here. Has to pull away. Dark going for the gold. MaxPax. Do we go for Dark Templar or Adepts? What's it going to be? Where are we headed? There it is. Glaives. Going to be Adepts. Adepts are going to be amassing. That is 5 Adepts moving out. Alongside 2 Oracles. Ay, ay, ay. I think Dark... I don't know if he has an answer to this, I'll be honest. We'll see. Lings get spotted. Oracles, they shut them down. Lings have to back off. They have to retreat. Queens are building up. There's going to be 4 queens to defend. And we commit to the shade. Lings, they do get us around. Not bad. Lings are doing what they can. The Lings melt. Adepts, they bust into the mineral line. Drones are going down. Gets 2, he gets 3, he gets 4. 4 drone kills. Ooh, up to 5, up to 6, up to 7. Oh god, barely not 7. 6 drones do 4. That's a lot of damage. Dark falling behind. Oh, got transfuse. Dark is expanding. And Glaives is almost done. Glaives is almost done, and Dark, he has no idea. He hasn't seen the tech, doesn't know about the follow-up. Without Banelings and without Roaches, Ling Queen is going to struggle here. Not impossible to defend, but it's going to be difficult. As more Adepts are warping in, there's the energy overcharge. The Oracles, they're powered up, and they're ready to go. And this is an anti-Ling army, if I've ever seen one. Jesus. And it's only Lings, and a handful of Queens. And MaxPax is moving out. Army gets spotted. And I don't see Dark holding against this. We commit to the shade. Hugging the wall. Queens, they zone away the Oracles, but 1 Queen goes down. Lings, they cannot engage. 26 more Lings in production. Baneling Nest as well, but it's such a late Baneling Nest. Shades into the mineral line. Dark, quick to pull away. Nicely done. Saves the drones. Does save his workers. Dark minimizing losses. Adepts denying +1, at least trying to. 5 seconds. Oh, it'll finish. +1 will complete. Just barely in time. Very close. Meanwhile, the Queens are being targeted down. Things they engage. Still efficient trades here from MaxPax. Behind the scenes, up in workers. He does get surrounded. And the +1 Lings will clean this up. Dark holds. Dark, he holds on. Still losing more drones. And can Dark counterattack? No shot. Not this third base. There's so many. 9 Adepts. 9 Adepts to defend. Dark, he's droning. He's saturating. Trying to at least. Adepts are revealed. Dark races back. Trying to buy time. Here come the Banelings. Okay. Dark, he can pull this off. You can try to pull this off. Just 1 second, they make their way into the mineral line. They come into the shade. Here come the Banelings. Adepts, they get locked down. Massive connections. Very nice skin up here by Dark. The first big moment going his way, to be honest. Shutting down the Adepts. He attempts to take the gold. The gold base is a way to bounce back in this game if he can mine from it. If he can saturate. But more Adepts are coming. Just keep making more Adepts. Ah. Not like this. They just keep coming. Darky goes for the third. Again, there are Adepts to defend. Adepts will attack. Adepts everywhere. And Dark still has no real answer. I mean, the Banelings do help, as we saw. But they're more of a band-aid solution. There we go. Roach Warren's finally on the way. Banelings, they attempt to waddle into the mineral line on the 3 probe kills. Dark going for another waddle by. There's potential. If Dark can get into the mineral line, then he can even things up. Force fields popping off. There's no answer to the force fields. Banelings morphing in. Dark coming in for the surround once again. He does catch out the Adepts. Very nice trade. Nice connections. Dark shuts this down. Banelings, they waddle in. Ooh, they only get 1 probe. Quick reactions here out of MaxPax. But MaxPax twice now, overextending. Dark, he's in this. I mean, he's still behind, don't get me wrong. Like, it's still a very rough game state for Dark, but he's trying his best to hold on. Still no mining at the gold. Dark still down in economy. Dark, he can't really engage either because of the Oracle. Nice now here. Face out the stasis. Hatchery under fire, going for the queens. He gets 1. Gets a queen, gets a hatchery, massive pickup. Base goes down. Banelings, they attempted to waddle in. And Dark, he knows he can't fight the main army. He's going for a massive counterattack instead. But the Oracles are back home. And Lings are denied. The Oracles, they shut the Lings down. GG gets called as there's just nothing else left. And MaxPax will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. MaxPax will take it. Again, Dark, he, as always, did attempt to be as aggressive as possible here, but we saw MaxPax meet his aggression with Adepts, with mass Glaive Adept Papi. Aye. Again, Dark, unfortunately, he was not ready for it. He was not expecting it. He did not scout it. If you recall, with the first wave of Glaive Adepts, there was purely only Link Queen. Only Link Queen. The Baliness was thrown down much later. There was never a Roach Warren was thrown down at the end of the game, but he was never really able to embrace anything other than Link Queen. And we saw MaxPax just wreak havoc with Adept Oracle, just completely shut him down and pulled him apart. Dark had some nice moments when it came to his Baneling connections, that is true, but he was already too far behind. The reality there is that it was not enough to recover from his deficit. And with that, MaxPax will take the win. GG. GG, well played. We'll take the win here, and now we are getting ready for the grand finals. It's going to be a best of 5 PvP. Oh boy. We're going to be getting some Protoss versus Protoss action.